welcome to the beauty of oil painting.
And I'm Kathwren Jenkins, and I'm going to be painting with you today.
Uh-oh,
I can't wait.
we're going to get into trouble today.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun when we paint together. A lot of times we paint in our studio together and do collaboration paintings. People say, do you really paint on the same painting? I say, sure, all the time.
Yeah,
It's no problem, it's fun.
when you let me.
When I let you.
Today we're going to paint some roses, our favorite subject. We have probably about 80, 90 rose bushes in the front yard.
a lot.
And, many bushes in the backyard. And it's not me. It's
my-
this one over
It's
here.
my passion.
Yeah.
No matter where I live, we live in the desert, and that's got to be the hardest place to grow roses.
It's a
But
challenge.
We're the only one in our whole town that has all these rose bushes, and it looks kind of weird, actually, because people think, what are they doing with all those roses in the desert?
People can find our house real easy. We
Uh-huh.
just say, look for all the color in the front yard and you'll find our house. Actually, it even glows at night. There's so much color out there.
Smells pretty, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at the, whoa.
Well, that's the next one. It's called Rustic Roses, because of
Ooh.
the nice rustic
This-
planks underneath.
Yeah, the old wooden plank down here, and
Mhm.
the bud over the top. And let's take a look at the painting that we'll be working on. This is a 14 by 18. I went in, and actually many times I use acrylic, but this time I used oil back here just to get the painting started for today. And it's dry, so you could use acrylic if you wanted to have it dry up real fast. But on this particular one, I used oil.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you used acrylic on
Yeah.
that. Are
And
you
you know-
sure?
Yeah, well,
Sure.
you know, there's only two things
Sure.
you're sure of.
Doing something right or wrong.
There's two things you're sure of in life.
Hmm.
You know what that is?
Well,
Death and taxes.
and I must paint, and you must
And
paint.
painting, yeah, you got
We
it.
would die without painting. Oh my
Now,
gosh.
this is linseed oil. I just put it on there just to wet her down. First thing I'm going to do, let's go down to the palette. We'll take a little burnt sienna. I'm going to put a little wash just right in here. That's not enough.
Don't
Let-
forget to let me paint today, too.
Oh, I knew
He
there was
hogs the canvas all
there's
the time.
something that I would.
I have to fight him for the paintbrush.
We'll put a little wash in there, and here, and here. Maybe that's a little red. so
That's
we-
a little red. How about a little black,
A little
or
black
a little
in there.
sienna, or a little ochre? maybe?
No, let's put a little black, that'll kill the red. Or maybe a little green.
What's the opposite of red? Green. You know,
Green.
the opposite color on the color wheel is what'll gray your colors down if you want to tone them down.
Look, that actually works.
Yeah, I told you, red in the sienna and green is the opposite.
You're so
I
smart.
know, but everyone, you know that. You just have to study your color wheel and experiment, and I'm telling you, the opposite color is what'll gray your color down. So that's a good little piece of, that's my information for today.
That's about it, right?
Mhm.
This is white with a touch of sienna. And just to show the top of the
You know, this is the last show of our series, of our
Uh-oh.
26
Oh, yeah.
show series. This is the very last show, and for about 10 years, Gary and I traditionally do the last show together. But we hope that you have been watching every single show, because we really did some neat things on this series.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget to call your stations
Mm.
and tell them that you like the show and to keep us on. One lady emailed us the other day and she says, I hope you stay on forever and ever and ever.
And she said,
And-
bless PBS.
Bless PBS, she said, and please stay on forever and ever. And I thought, I'm getting old. I don't know how much forever is now, but yeah, we really want to stay on. So let your station know that you're watching the shows. It's really important to keep us on the air.
This is black and sienna, and I'm going to just put a couple little knot holes. Black.
It's
Can I tell the folks about the pigeons that are
Oh,
living with us in our
we
backyard?
have some pigeons this summer living in our nesting in our roof, and that's not really good, but we just don't have the heart to chase them away, and we watch them lay the eggs, and the babies were born, and they grew up, and
One fell out of the
one
nest.
fell out of the nest, and Gary, I wish I would have had a picture to show you. He picks it up and puts it back in the nest.
Yeah.
It was just old enough that it could fly just a little bit and flap its wings before it hit the ground, so it didn't get hurt. But he put it back up in the nest. And now they're raised. That little group of, well, there was 2 of them or 3 of them, and now we've got a mama doing it again, sitting in there on a nest.
We have to paint some roses.
Yeah, leaves.
I'm going to find out where the roses are located first. Then we'll put some leaves in. So we have a rose way up on the top. Then we have another one down on the bottom. Don't stack one underneath the other. Okay, now that we know where the roses are located, just a very loose sketch, guys, don't go crazy.
Get some darks.
Sap green, a little alizarin, and we're going to put our dark, no medium. And underneath, we're going to put a little shadow underneath where this rose is going. I like the old wood down here. Adds a nice touch.
And
Country, yeah. And I'm putting the dark in first. Nice and loose. And a little dark up in here. Woo-wee. Now, if this wood is running a little bit down, it's because the camera is over. It's actually straight.
Camera has to be at an angle.
So, yeah, if the camera was right in front, you wouldn't see anything. Now, let's take a little more crimson and a little more red up. Very dry, and we do have some leaves coming out, but we're going to keep it very loose.
Many times with our sap green or with our chrome oxide green for the foliage, we add either sienna to darken it, or you can add, what's the other? Crimson to darken it. And sometimes I even add a little bit of ultramarine blue to the green.
Yeah.
And that will darken it. And then other places, of course, you don't want it dark.
And we're going to come in here and get some stuff. Vary the size of your leaves. Some of them are large, some are small. You have a little bud hanging down here. Hope you don't forget that.
There's 2 of us.
I know.
Otherwise, if we don't have time, we're going to have stems, just stems sitting there.
Yeah, people will they'll email us and say, you forgot to put your little
Don't forget all the
bud."
directions will be in the book
Yeah.
if we miss things, because 26 minutes isn't very long.
You got that right.
People try to set up their paints at home and paint along with us. And I go, oh my goodness, don't do that, because you just don't have enough time. They say, how do you paint so fast? We can't do it that fast at home. I say, just watch the show. Just, go have some dessert and sit down and have fun and watch the show and
Have
take
some
notes.
tea.
Take notes and learn as much as you can from that. And then later, when you have lots of time, go into your studio and relax.
Now we have people going at home. How did you paint that leaf? Let me show you. Wiggle color down the middle, and then angle towards the middle, and up the center, and there's your leaf. So that one's in the dark, so we'll leave it sit in the dark. Maybe have some few leaves. Not getting into too much color.
A little
just
bit behind the pink rose.
behind the
Yeah, up on top. Because I'm going to paint the pink rose in a minute.
Okay. You want me to set this up for you?
Yeah.
So you
Set
can
it up
do it?
Perfect.
How come I get to do all the stuff?
You have to do foliage.
And you get to do the fun stuff?
I want to paint now.
Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. She's tugging up my shirt. Let me paint. No.
Speaking of shirts,
No.
I'm supposed to, among all my other jobs for this series, I'm supposed to be the wardrobe coordinator. And guess what I did today? I forgot my wardrobe. I forgot my blouse.
Well, she's so worried about
this-
everybody else.
This is Gary's shirt. So, the buttons on the wrong side thing. So the wardrobe lady forgot her wardrobe. So this is what I get. I get to wear your clothes. Oh, fun.
I get to rest.
Okay, I'm going to take probably, about a 5/8 inch, or maybe down on the palette, can we see that? 5/8 or a 3/4 inch flat brush. Good chisel to it. And let's take some phthalo to reach way over so I don't get these big sleeves in.
Don't get my shirt in the paint.
So I know I'm trying not
It's
to.
my shirt.
Phthalo red rose, and we're going to put very wet. It's got a lot of medium. The base tone, this is called the base tone, has a lot of medium and a very ragged circle. Where we had this little drawing here, we want to go out beyond that drawing. See this shirt? So
I know.
big.
I told you, you're getting my sleeve.
And you want to go out beyond the drawing a little bit and pull the green in. See the green I'm getting in? Doesn't matter because it's going to shadow everything that goes, oh, I'm so afraid to get the green in and it's making it so muddy.
You look very pretty too.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Well, dinner.
Okay. That's a good
I'm
reason.
too old for anything else.
Okay, did you put crimson out? Okay, crimson, and this is dry, no medium. And I'm gonna put a little bit of mauve with it. I'm gonna go back down to the palette, sneak a little mauve, because I want it quite dark in the center. And
Yeah,
you can
that's
see
good.
that. You can barely see that, but, and then I'm gonna wipe my brush and
Well,
fan
you
it
have
out.
to have a dark underpainting in order to.
Can I
for
put some,
petals.
can I put some orange? The original doesn't
not
have
in-
it.
It's not in my painting.
Oh, I know, so
Why
I
are you
can't
putting-
do it.
You're putting
Oh,
stuff
gosh.
in I don't. Zowie!
I can't do it because
Zow.
the original.
I don't have that in mine.
Well, mine's, this is gonna look better.
You're gonna make yours better than mine,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna make me look great.
It's my job in life, to be better.
Good for you.
White and a little yellow.
I tell everybody out there to be better than
And, yeah,
better than us.
we did some neat stuff. Gary did, we did birds, fish, all kinds of different kinds of flowers.
We did
Waterfalls. I'm just making a really light pink here.
We did a blue and golden call. We did all kinds of stuff.
And we're gonna get this rose in. Oops, I gotta mix my paint a little better or you get too streaked. And we're gonna whip some petals up. This rose is
You
facing
actually paint better roses.
facing to the side, so the petals are flipped up, there we go, flipped up this way because it's facing to the side. Then we've got some, oh, too bright. Oh, if you get bright, tone, cut back on the white.
If you get into trouble, just call on me.
Okay, I'll slow down here. And we got these little guys in the back. And we got some little ones. Little.
Yeah.
Now we have lots of instructional material out, so I do lots and lots of painted diagrams that show you all this technique of these roses, because the rose is the most difficult to paint. But boy, if you learn to paint roses well, you can make a whole career of painting roses, because that's what we've done for about 40 years.
And my poppies don't.
Oh, 40 years, man, am I old,
Has it been 40 years?
that we've been painting.
40 years? Gee,
Maybe more than that, actually.
that's a long time. I look in the mirror and I wonder, who's that old man looking at me?
I know, remember when we first started out together, Gary and I have been together 30 years, and all our students were older than us.
Now I'm older than
Now
them.
we're the oldest ones in class, the oldest, and everybody's younger. A bit back here,
Yeah.
picking up a little
That's
green,
cool.
picking up a little much green here. If you pick up a little green, just add a little more pink to your paint. It's not so
Paint
much
the other
white.
one.
Huh?
Paint the other one when you're ready.
No, well, see, it's hard to sneak back here because
Because mine won't look as good.
no, yours is going to be out in front of mine. It's going to cover all this up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm just trying to sneak in
You
back
think
here in a
I'm
little,
gonna paint a rose in that's gonna
in a
cover
little
yours up?
area. Well,
I wouldn't get any better than
you will, because that one's in front. Then we better get moving here. If I have time later, I'll tint this one with other colors. Okay, so
that. Oh.
go ahead and get your rose in. Better hustle, time's a burning.
Sounds like a Johnny Cash song. Let's take, clean the brush off. Oh, that green.
Do you want this one? It's got pink on it.
Yeah. I'm going to take some yellow ochre, mix it up. Ta-da. Yellow ochre. And over the top, just a little bit over Kathy's rose.
Just a little.
Just a little. I'm not
I
going
mean a
over.
little.
I did.
Too much.
Is that too much?
No.
No.
Go ahead. Cover it all up.
Not the whole thing.
You got to practice roses a lot. I've been
Yeah.
doing roses, and Gary's been doing roses, like we say, for about 40 years. And of course, you don't all have to do roses for 40 years before you learn to paint a good one, but
We'll see it.
you really need to practice them, and you'll turn out with some beautiful roses. And if you're teaching, students will come to you over and over and over for years. We have some of the same students for 20-something years, and they just want to paint roses. That's all they want to paint. because they're so popular and there's so many different kinds of roses.
Here's yellow and white.
Varieties.
Yellow and white.
These are tea roses today.
Are they?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's the shine on the belly.
Is that bright?
Yeah, that's
Is it
what you
too-
want.
is it-
Really
is it-
bright belly.
Is it too bright?
That's called the belly or the bowl of the rose.
And less pressure, and I'm wiping the brush so there's not as much paint. A little foreshortened edge. Yeah. Oh,
Pretty. Don't
yes.
you love those colors together?
Yes. A little more yellow and white. And we'll wiggle and tuck it in behind.
Cool.
And then, watch this, watch. Less pressure, less. Is that cool?
You must have learned all that from me.
I did everything.
Did.
People always ask,
Mhm.
well, who taught who what?
I taught him.
Kathwren taught me everything.
Yeah.
I knew absolutely nothing. And she said, let me show you how to paint some roses.
You're doing okay.
Thank
You're
you.
improving.
Thank you very much. And another one here. Now this one came over the front of the wood, which is okay. The other one that the original.
Oh,
did.
yeah, it doesn't. I like that coming over.
You do?
Yeah, I like that better.
No, you just say.
No, I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're trying to get on my good side.
Because you can take me out to dinner then.
Oh, you see? You see? Yeah, but you have all the money.
Those who paint all the time, what is it we say? Paint more and cook less, because the poor husbands never get any dinner when some of the ladies all start taking up painting and become really good at it and start teaching and everything. They never have time to cook, and then their
Well,
husbands starve.
you have a saying.
What?
Painting is the only
Paint-
way with you could
Art is the only way to run away without leaving home.
That's true.
And the meaning of it, of course, is in your mind. You forget about everything else. You forget about time. You forget about all your problems and the kids running around screaming and everything. And you go into your own little world, and you can run away like a vacation, just sitting at your easel.
I'm putting a little shadow under this bud, under the rose, just to kind of cast a little shadow, add a little three-dimensional. Is that cool?
That table really slants down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Remember, that's because our camera's at an angle.
We're going to put a little
Oh, put some in the center of mine.
Am I allowed?
Lighter, can't see it.
Is that okay?
Brighter stamens. Sometimes
Brighter.
when the roses are full open, you'll see these little yellow stamens in there.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay,
Oh, I
now.
want to show this little picture. This is
Okay.
a different format. This is a yellow rose Gary did on a little box or gallery style canvas.
Oops, tilted. There you go.
See the side? It's
Yeah.
real deep. Which way?
This guy. You're on the wrong way. There you go.
But I want to show the side, how deep it is.
Oh,
So it
okay.
doesn't need a frame, it just wraps around the side.
And look at the
These are little
star.
minis.
Can you see the star in there?
And it's got the fantasy,
Fantasy star.
airy fairy stuff I call it. But it's ethereal
That's the fun.
strokes.
That's fun to do.
Yeah.
Use your imagination, guys. You sit down to paint. Don't just paint a little flower,
It shows
little background. I want you
different
to
size canvases.
dig in and bring out that creative spirit that's inside of all of you. It's in there. You just need somebody to bring it out. And
Oh.
hopefully our series here will help you to bring that creative spirit out so you can do all these wonderful paintings. It's in you
We're
already.
always imagining things
But a lot of you
constantly.
guys have a block. You start painting, and you know what I'm talking about. And you'll be doing well, and you'll hit this block. And you'll stop, and you get frustrated because you can't seem to get past that
Just let
into the
yourself
loose,
go.
wonderful, free stuff. It's like a door opening up, and the light is shining in, and you become a creative
Maybe
spirit.
you have to be a little nutty like us.
Well, it helps.
It helps.
I've done so much. I've been teaching for 40 years. I think I've met
Gotta
everybody
get on the bugs.
out there.
Yeah.
I know, I get excited about this,
I
but I want
know.
these guys out there to know that they can do this.
They can. I can.
Do
Just
you want me to get that down?
try. Yeah.
You want some?
While you're getting
you
set
wanna
up for
show
the
those
buds, I
photos?
want to show something
Oh, okay.
that this student of ours or a viewer of ours sent me this necklace, and it's really cool, and I've never seen this done before. And if the camera can come in close, Debbie Polachek is her name, and this was such a nice gift. And you see the little fish in there? That's one of Gary's paintings. And she's going to be putting either their own paintings in the jewelry, or pictures of our paintings, and it's got real stones, agate and jade and silver. Is that a cute idea? But I thank Debbie for sending me that. I think that's really nice.
Let's get a bud.
Let's get a bud in.
Now watch this. This is round and a little ragged. We have another one going in that will take a little yellow and place another little bud there. Oh, well, and a little that red in there. That looks
That's
cool.
pretty.
Then we're going to take some of our pink, phthalo red, rose, and white, and let's just show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see how you can see inside that? And a little yellow and white. And we'll do this little guy right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo. That was just hanging down there. Uh-huh. Now, let's take a little sap green and maybe a little chrome oxide. And we'll come into that bud and put a little hood on it. See? And a little here and up here. See it happen? Notice when I come down, there's the flat of the brush. And when I come down, I turn it. And it's up on the chisel. This is why your brush must come to a nice chisel edge. Watch your detail, don't do that. Well, what are we leaving out? Anything? Oh, let me, we have to end our series with my funny little, strange little bud. Let me do this first.
Okay, I want to show these photos.
We're going to take our pink, and that goes all the way back to the middle, and our little green on the tip. See that? Okay. Then we're going to come right up here. I already have some stems in there. Then come up and push. There's your bud.
Bud. Ooh,
and push.
Magic.
And push. And where did I learn that? I learned that from one of my students. Student, teaching, teacher, how to paint. What a blast that is. Yes. We can learn from everybody. Yeah.
I want to take a second, Gary, and
Okay,
show
go
these
ahead.
photos. During this whole series, Gary has been showing photos of our first graduation certification class in Europe. And these were some of the students in our class. And this is Billy Craig of Las Vegas, Nevada. She came all the way over to Berlin for 3 different weeks of the year to take our classes. And these are some Gerbera daisies that she did. And these are paintings the students did themselves, not in our class. They made them up themselves. So that's Billy. And this is Inga Tittman, and she is from Germany. And this is some little puppies. She does animal portraits. And so I think she did a really good job on that too. And they did these all on their own, but they just were in our first graduation class. And we were really fortunate to have a great group of about 30 people in Berlin last year graduating.
Look at
That
that.
looks good. Are you going to
Howie.
put some little twigs in, or do you want me to do that? Okay. Let me switch places with you here real quick. And this is a liner, a long sable liner brush. Got long skinny hairs, comes to a really, really good point. I'm going to pick up a little, oh, it could be green and yellow or have a little brown in it. And you kind of want to get some of the, I think it's too wet. You want it kind of like a thick, inky consistency, but not too runny, the paint. And we'll come up here and let's see, we'll put some, oh, maybe out here. And just don't press down on the tip. Just, you see that little skip?
Looks cool.
And just very, very light pressure. And get some little skinny, sometimes in a natural setting in the garden up here. Throw some onto here, but don't press down. And why don't you show that painting on the easel? That's since we're doing roses today. It's such a pretty one in back of you that you did.
This painting is one that I really, really like. It's a rose painting. But what I like about this is that I painted this with roses painted on the base. See it? Nice little
beautiful.
highlights happening back in here. Look at that rose. Is that cool?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
And look,
beautiful.
this has dewdrops in it. It has everything in there. Boy, that
So
would be
the
a-
time really went fast.
I know.
Wow, we're finished already.
We just don't seem to have enough time.
It goes so fast, I can't believe it. So
And we did all these shows. I mean, this is the last of our
yeah,
series.
we really hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I hope you tune in for the next series, and don't forget to call your station and just get painting, and don't forget clean your paint brushes.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dave, you wanna get some just still of that image so you can cut it over? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Ah, sorry.
Is it focus?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Might,
That was okay. Good.
They like these shows we do together.
We had to get a lot in. We were down to 1 minute. We hadn't shown that painting yet. I had to pull you away from it because he gave me the 30-second time, and I was afraid you were. And we ran over a little. I was afraid we wouldn't get time to say our goodbyes, so that's why I pulled you away real
You
quick.
did good.
I wanted to show that painting at about 2 minutes
Yeah.
instead of 1 minute. But you know, the necklace, the little painting, the
know, you did
photos,
good.
the. So I got my little plug in about we have a lot of instructional material. I didn't want to say in the book or in the DVDs, but we have a lot of instructional material on how to paint the diagrams of the brush strokes.
just walk it, that's it.
That
That's what I was
painting's
gonna
so
do.
pretty that we didn't get to, but you did show it on another show.
They're redoing it now.
We really didn't have enough time on it. Okay, it took 2 hours to do makeup and 20 minutes to do the show.
Yeah.
Hello, we're all done. Yippee! All done with the series. Yay!
Okay.
Oh, makeup.
Hope y'all watch.
Oh, she's
For
not-
3,5 hour.